Hi everyone, how are you all? I know you all are very excited about this live cushion class, and I thanks a lot for the overwhelming response that I have got since yesterday. So what is this that you all can see? You could see the beautiful cushion cover that we would be making today. You all can see this, and this is the cushion cover. These are the fabric flowers. All these fabric flowers have been made with organza fabric. This organza fabric is available anywhere in the market, and you all can easily buy any fabric. Trust me, these flowers, this technique can be done with any fabric, can be done with any kind of ribbons, can be done with any kind of satin fabric, silk fabric, organza fabric, or even satin ribbons. We get big size of satin ribbons, so you can also make these beautiful flowers with satin ribbons. I'll just show you a similar kind, not exactly the same, but something nearby same I had made earlier with the satin fabric. So what I'm trying to say is you can make these flowers with different fabrics. Earlier similar kind of a flower, just the flower had been made with the satin fabric. So you can make this flower with a satin fabric also. You can make this flower with your ribbons also. You can make this flower with your any kind of different fabrics. So let me now first come to the flower and get started. Here, this flower sizes are 3 inches, 3.5 inches, and 4 inches. So, what we would be doing is, I have taken a circle cutout of 3 inches, 3.5 inches, and 4 inches. So, this is something very simple. You can take a simple compass, you can draw a circle on a paper, and you can cut out your own template with these 3 measurements, and that is how exactly I have done the same. So when I have 3 inches, it says light pink shade 2 pieces, dark pink shade 2 pieces. That means I would be cutting 3 inches in light pink fabric and in dark pink fabric, 2 pieces each. There later it says 3.5 inches again in light pink and in dark pink. Then again it says 4 inches. Once again in light pink there are 3 pieces, in dark pink there are 3 pieces. So what I will do is I'll show you how to cut these pieces very fast, and what is important here for cutting is the scissor. Scissors play a very important role when you are going to do any kind of fabric cutting. Trust me girls, I have used various scissors, various exclusive fabric cutting scissors, everything. One of the best scissors that worked for me is this Tim Holtz. It's like I have got around 8 scissors kept only for fabric cutting. For paper cutting I have different, and really it gives you wonderful shape. So what I'll do is, since the quantity is light pink 2 pieces, dark pink 2 pieces, I'll club all of them together. As if you see, the fabric is also very nice, light and flimsy. So I'll stack as many number of fabrics I can cut it together, and I should be confident about handling it. So I take 2 pieces of light pink and I take 2 pieces of dark pink in 3 inches. I stack them here, and if you really find it difficult to handle this, what you could do is simply take a awl pin and you pin it up so that it doesn't move. This fabric is organza fabric. Organza fabric you get in various colors, and you get in various qualities. This baby pink one has a slight shimmer, and it's really very beautiful if you look at it very closely. This is one of the best quality fabric that I have come across. Please remember, all the different fabrics will give you different results. So depending upon the fabric that you use or the sample that you get from the market, you come home, you try, and then you decide whether you really, this is working good for you or not. Not that all fabrics work and not that all fabrics don't work. It's all about trial and error. So I pin up this fabric and I place my template exactly above this square pre-cut pieces. Now what I would do is, I would take my scissor and I would simply cut out a circle. I hope you all can see it very clearly. I'm not out of focus. I would love if you all would share this video as much as possible. Being a free class, let maximum people take benefit of this. Share it with your friends, share it in different art groups where it is useful for people. So I have finished cutting the circle. Somewhere if I feel that the circle needs to be polished a little bit, yes, I can do that because the fabric may slip. So this is how I get a nice circle. Now hereafter I would be dividing my flower petal in 6 parts. What does 6 equal part mean? What I would be doing is, if I have a circle, for example, I first give a cut at 12 am and I get a cut at bottom at 6. If this is a clock, this is 12 and this is 6. Now I will be giving my cut at 2 and at 4. So this is 2, this is 4. Thereafter I give a cut at 8 and I give a cut at 10. So this is how I divide my circle into 6 equal parts. So what I will do is, I will take a small scissor, and how deep I will go. 1 inch of the diameter you are supposed to leave. You don't touch this, because if you go in cutting too deep, the petals may fall apart. So what is the most important part is, you will be giving slits up to say around 3/4 inch. Do not go too deep beyond this. So this is my first slit at 12. Exactly bang opposite, I have my another slit at 6. Right? There later I have my slit at 2 and at 4. In case if you find it is difficult to take a judgment and cut it, plot a circle like the way I did it. Place your pieces, give a rough line, mark. So once you have done your marking, you would be really very confident that you are not going wrong. And I go deep 3/4 inch. And I go deep here also 3/4 inch. So I have divided 1/2 in 3 parts. I'll divide the balance half in another 3 parts. So in total I have divided my circle in 6 parts. Now this is about dividing the circle in 6 equal parts. What about the next step? The next step is, I would be giving a nice round shape onto corners of every slit. I will take a beautiful round cut and I will remove this point. This process will give your flower a very beautiful shape. So this is the most important part. So since I am a righty, it's a little difficult to go the other way. So what I'll do is, I have first cut everything on my right. I flip over and I just corner round cut the other half. So this will give me a complete 6 petal flower with a round shape on the top. This is an organza fabric. Organza fabric you get in different varieties. This particular is really of a high quality, and I repeat, all my kits what I had posted yesterday for 700 rupees have been already sold out. We are left with no kits and they were for a de-stash price. Now if we have to make the new kits, it would be for 1200 rupees. So only if you are sure, then only you would be placing the orders on the WhatsApp. This is now 6 petal which is ready. So what I will be doing is, with my all different measurements, I have all my circles ready with this kind of a shape. This is not a very 100% perfect shape, but that's fine. This also looks nice and natural, as the flower petals need not be all of equal size. So once this is done, now comes the most important part, that is the heart of the entire work, that is melting. I'll be melting this fabric with the help of a tea light, and you will see wonderful shape that the fabric takes. So when you have a tea light on, we do not need a fan. You must have a room which does not have too much of a breeze coming in, which does not have too much of a air. It simply has, just a normal room where there is no air. That is how your tea light, the light would be steady. Now, what you will be doing is just light the tea light. Oh, that's a flame that's moving. So I need to put off my fan instantly. I need a 2 seconds. And can you see? I have done a lot of work. I have prepared all the flowers for final arrangement. And I love this platter. I love this. These colors are really beautiful. They are so pinky. Okay, now my light is steady. I have put off the fan. So I would take a single fabric first. And what you will do is take one petal, just one petal. If you like the video, if you love the video and you really find that you've learned something nice, new and interesting, please do share it. Please do share it with your friends. Please do hit the like button. And the more you share, we would be selecting 3 winners who would be getting 1 kit free each. Okay, now I have taken this fabric. I fold one single petal exactly into half and I hold this base of the petal. So this top is open. I'll be placing this exactly above the tea light. Okay, how do you judge whether the flame has good enough of heat or not? What I'll be doing is I'll be simply placing my finger and testing that where is the heat. Okay, now I won't place it completely over the tea light. What I would be doing is, shall I take it a bit close? Do you all want to see it very closely? If I get some messages, then maybe I could help you all. Because I cannot see my screen. I am like sitting on the table, and if you want, I can take this process a little bit closer. Okay, now is it clear? I think I have gone quite close. Yes. So this is quite close now. I'll just fix my camera. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I think this distance is good enough for you all to see now, because this is the most important part and I don't want anyone to miss this most important part where you would be actually melting the fabric. Melting the fabric doesn't mean I hold the fabric simply above it. I will be turning the entire outer boundary of this fabric around the tea light. Around the tea light means around the heat of the tea light. Now, what I would be doing is simply turn over this fabric around. Can you see how beautifully this has got melted? Within a second, you can see all the fabrics melting. And one important thing, I haven't taken the melting up to the lower end. Only the top 3/4 portion of the circle is okay. Make sure that whenever you are selecting a fabric, it doesn't fray too much. That is very important part of this fabric flower making. The selection of your fabric is very important. Yes, Geeta, you are right. Not all the fabrics can be sealed, but you have to do your trial and testing. Once you test the fabric, you come to know. Shall I tilt it? Okay, somebody said tilt it. I hope that should help, or else maybe I would take the tea light up only in my hand, probably, to show it to you all. So I again move. Wow, beautiful. Did you see how within seconds the fabric curled up? That means the fabric has gone inwards. Okay, you want me to hold from side. Let me try what I can do my best. I hope this should be helpful now. Again, I take this pinch of fabric and I melt it. Can you see? The fabric melts to self color. If the fabric turns black or brown, means you have burnt the fabric. You have gone too close to the flame and it has burned the fabric. The distance of the fabric from the tea light is very important. If the distance from the fabric is not placed properly, definitely your fabric will melt. And I have been doing this smoothly because I have taken around fabric flower classes on a really high scale. I'll be showing you all some projects that I had done earlier in fabric flowers. And this judgment will come definitely with lots and lots of practice. So I am sure you can see this with good ease. This is how you would be melting this petal and your 5-petal flower is ready. Keeping on the iron box, I doubt it will curl. Iron will not curl the petals. Iron will only curl the foam, but not all the fabrics. Maybe some fabrics may give you that result, but I doubt that this particular fabric will give you this kind of a result, because what happens is actually the edge of the petals gets sealed, absolutely sealed, and it takes one tone darker than the original color. So this is how you can do it. This is an organza fabric. If you all want the fabric, yes, I would be posting the fabric after my live video is over in a few shades that I have. So maybe you can buy one sample from me, and then maybe later you can try to buy it, source it out locally from where you can get it. But this is how the fabric is melted. Now, exactly in the same way, before I go ahead, do you all want me to show the melting again? If yes, then I would show, or else I start moving on to formation of the flower, because in the same manner you would be doing all the flowers. All the petals have to be melted in the same way. This is the most important part. So in case if you all want me to repeat this, I would definitely love to repeat it. But if you all feel you're confident and it's okay, I can then go ahead with the flower formation. I'll wait for a few yeses or messages, and then maybe I can move on to the okay, you all want to see it again? Okay, I'll take the dark pink now. I will take a dark pink now. So the most important part is, this is the petal. You hold the lower base on a fold. So what happens is I get this at a fold, kind of a cupped shape. And what I will do is, I'm going to move the fabric around the tea light. I won't hold it in one place. If I hold it in one place, then definitely the flower will burn. The petals will burn. So I would be just turning over the petal around the tea light, so you would get uniform melting all around. Okay. So you turn around. Actually, although the fans is off, everything is off here, somehow the flame is moving in one direction. Sometimes this really happens, although your room is vacuum packed, but I don't know, somehow. So I have to tilt my petals. You have to move where the flame moves. Somehow this flame is going in that direction. So can you see in the dark? It is more prominent for you all to see. It's absolutely, darker shade. I can see this corner a bit incomplete, so I will melt only this one corner again. Oh, lovely. Can you see this entirely cups? Cups means actually, how do I show you the cupping? This is how it looks. It looks like a finger cap. So this is how it becomes, once it melts. It really rounds up. Repeat. So I move around the tea light and I melt the fabric. You can also melt satin fabric. You can also melt satin ribbons. I'll show you some flowers which have been made exactly in the same technique It's all about trying out different shapes and different fabrics. This one technique can give you wonderful results in making different flowers. Can you see how quickly this is moving around? This is organza fabric. This is a very good quality organza fabric. So this is how you melt the flower petals. So now you can use satin, you can use organza, you can use silk, you can also try some synthetic fabrics which will melt. So you really have to make some trials, get some samples of fabric from your tailors or get some samples of fabric from any shop which you know, and they would give you a small piece. Try one small petal like this, and if that fabric works for you, definitely you can go ahead making the flowers. Now, so I made a light pink, I made a dark pink. Now the main portion comes is the flower formation. Flower formation is the most important element after this melting. So what we will do is, I'll blow off my tea light. I'll just push the camera up so that I can, show you all properly. And here I have this main center flower of the cushion ready. So this is the center flower. I'll be first making one center flower, then I'll show you one side flower, and exactly in the same manner this is going to be repeated. Good question. How close should we hold the petal to the frame? The distance between the petal and the flame is absolutely your judgment. You can't go too close, naturally the fabric will burn. You can't go too high because the fabric will not get enough heat to melt. The right distance will be judged by you only while working. So you know that you are not holding it too high, you know that you are not holding it too close. You have to hold it absolutely neck to neck. So coming to the first petal, as it is written in the notes, light pink, 3 inches 2 pieces, I remain dark pink. Basically I'm going to follow these notes. As per the notes, the same quantity, I have kept it ready, and I'll be now arranging this flower. So when it says dark pink and light pink, what I have done is, I have taken 4 inch, 3.5 inch and 3 inch, all the sizes in both the colors, and I have kept it ready. So this is 4 inches, this is 3.5 inches, and this is 3 inches. There are 2 shades. So I have kept my heat gun ready, that is my glue gun. Glue gun is the best and the fast method for forming your flowers. If you have an embossing pad, it is fine. If you do not have, you can use a small cushion or a small cloth which you can just roll it up and keep it on your table, just so that it really doesn't keep touching your hands and you don't feel the heat. And maybe you can use a ball tool. If you do not have the ball tools, even the back of the pencil or the brush would do. So you can use anything. I'll be posting the measurements of this picture, so don't worry, I'll be posting it as well as doing it. So this is my first 2 pieces of dark pink and 2 pieces of light pink in 4 inches. So I'm going to place it alternate. Now how you are going to play with these petals in different colors is absolutely your personal choice. So what you would be doing is, I would be first taking the dark pink. On the dark pink, I'll be placing the light pink alternatingly. Alternating means the top petal in between the 2 petals. Somebody has asked me which glue stick is the best. I am a Mumbaiite, so I have my products all available, whatever is in Mumbai, and I have bought it from there. So this is what is locally available, and I don't know any brand name or company name, but I know that it is a little expensive than the normal what we get. So what I am going to use is this glue stick. This is written clear glue stick on this, that's it, nothing else is written, so I really don't know the company name. So I press this and I put this in the center, and I immediately press it with the help of a ball tool to get the cup effect. the fabric never melts with the glue gun. The fabric shrinks. There is a difference between melting and shrinking. With the heat, the fabric will only shrink, and the reason of doing this is just that I want a cup shape. My embossing pad is actually stuck to it, although it is never going to show, but because the glue gun was too heated, and if you take it in your hand, it might burn your hands. So I use the embossing pad. This center mark will really not matter because I'm anyway going to put a brooch in the center. I put a little glue and I put it in the center. Yes, this is very much washable. If you can wash it, yes, you can wash it because this fabric is of a very superior quality. This will not bleed the color. The fabric that I have used is a really high quality fabric. This will not remove the colors, but yes, if you make it out of ribbons, I doubt you can wash it because all the ribbons bleed colors. They are not color fast. So that's the problem with the ribbons. So you have to be very careful when you are actually selecting your fabric. The quality, the color, everything you have to be a little cautious. So I have finished placing my 4 layers of 4 inches, one above the other. Thereafter, I will take 3.5 inches. If I had a light pink here, I will take the next as a dark pink. So in the same manner, completing all the size, I'll simply place my flower alternating. Now, the shape will remain same because we have not used the heat tools. We have just melted the edge of the petal. That shouldn't matter to the shaping. The cupped area is downwards. The cupped area is not facing upwards. The cupped area is downwards. So this is the back of the petal where this embossing pad has actually got badly stuck because of the high heat of the glue gun. I had kept the glue gun put it on since a very long time. That is why it was highly heated. You can make your floral accessories. You can make this flower for the gowns. You can make for any industry, maybe fashion industry, beauty industry, or it could be any kind of your trousseau packing, anything. Anything. I find melting the fabric more faster than sewing the fabric. I doubt if anybody sews these days. I doubt. Very few people would love sewing, but we are always at the last minute running to make some gifts. So this is the nice and the very fast way to make gifts. Yes, Neha, the cup part is facing downwards. So these are the last 4 petals, 3 inches, 2 light and 2 dark, to place it for the center flower. Share this tutorial as much as possible. I'll be selecting 3 winners. Each one of you will get a kit free. I'll be posting it exactly after 48 hours, after 2 days. I'll be selecting the winners and posting them after 2 days. So these are the last 2 petals now for the main flower. Can you see how the flower has started coming in the center? Facing the cup up, you can, if you like the look. If you personally like it, you can. Nothing wrong in it. It's all about what kind of a look you want. You can make beautiful roses. All those people who know how to make roses, with this same petal I will show you I have made roses and they really look wonderful. So this was the last piece on the main flower center. Thereafter, in this pack of kit, you would be having this brooch. So this is a wonderful brooch and a very good quality brooch. This would be going right in the center of the flower. And this really looks very, very, very pretty. Number of layer of petals is absolutely your personal choice. So there is no compulsion to use so many layers. Even 3-layer flower will do, even a 5-layer will do. It is all your personal choice. Because it was a cushion and I really wanted something fluffy, so I did it. And can you see how beautiful the flower looks? This is a hand cut flower, Ginu, and these are fabric flowers. Now with the same petal, I'll show you how to make the side flowers. So I have used this one particular petal in 2 different ways. One was, after I melted the petal, I simply placed them one on top of the other. The other method of using this same petal is, I will be 4-folding this petal. How I will 4-fold this petal is, I have taken this pieces right. Now, keeping the cup shape rounded facing towards me, ourselves, what I will be doing is, I will place a small, before I put the glue, let me explain what I'm going to do exactly. I would be folding this flower petal exactly into half. Half means I have 3 and I have 3, 6 petals. And now what I will do is, I'll fold this petal in such a way that one petal falls in between 2 petals. So I have placed my petals alternating. So 3 petals face down and 3 petals face up. Again I fold it into a quarter and I get the flower petals, some in and some out. This also makes the flower petal looks very nice and very soft and very natural. These could be just tiny fillers in any of your final arrangements, or these could be tiny flowers, maybe 3 or 4 bunch of this, and you club it up together and it could be a very nice delicate flower for your hairpin or your hairbands or any kind of clips that you wear or any kind of jewelry also. Yes, you can make beautiful jewelries also out of this and they could really match to your dresses. So I will now put this dot of glue gun. Mind it is an organza fabric, it is transparent. So the glue will ooze out. Taking advantage of this glue that oozes out, I use the same glue to make my another fold. If the glue is still wet, I make one more fold with the same glue. That means I put the glue gun dot at one time and I give my 4 folds. No, the fabric doesn't tear. It is a very good quality. Fabrics don't tear. Fabrics will not tear. This is an organza fabric that I have used. So I have folded this petal. I repeat this process because now with this fabric, with the same method of these petals, I will finish pouring my remaining flowers. I put the glue dot right in the center. I fold the petal in such a way that I have one petal in between 2 petals. Because the glue gun is hot and the fabric is transparent, taking advantage of the glue which is still hot, I make one more fold. So I get a double fold. And I again fold it. And I go. So I have made one petal into 4 folds. So I have got this particular folded. So this is one way in which you can work. The one that is where you're putting the petals just layering one above the other. The other way that I can use is 4 folding the petals. There are tons of methods of using these petals, but today what I have covered up is these 2, and this is endless and it is very quick. So exactly in the same way, I have all my flowers ready. Now how I have stuck these petals, I will show you that. Thereafter I move on to the final arrangement of the cushion. I have few petals melted before. And so I'll take 4 pieces, say of the same size, right? I'll take 4 petals of the same size. When I say it's a bud, I may use a single petal also. I can use 2 petals also. I can use 3 also. And I can use 4 also. This is absolutely your personal choice. There is no compulsion whether shall I do 1 and 1, shall I do 2, shall I do 3, or shall I do 4. This is absolutely your personal choice what you want to do. Now I have used, as I said, 2 methods. One is this layering, one is this folding. In the big buds I have stuck, like, when it says make flower, so I have made 8 pieces of flower into one. So what have I done is I stick 2 petals exactly one above the one opposite to each other. So this, I put the glue gun here and I exactly face it opposite. So I have my 2 petals joined. This can be my flower or this can be my bud. This can be anything that you like. So I may use this as a bud, as I said, or I may use this as a filler, or I may use this as a flower. It's my choice. I would want to grow this more, a little bigger. So I'm adding 2 more pieces exactly in the center of this. So I add the 3rd one here, in between the 2. Please note, the fabric tends to leave the base because the glue gun is very hot. So you hold your petal for 2 to 3 seconds so that your fabric will hold the base very well. These are not fillers actually, Neha. This is just some leftovers that I had in my box. I have already made the flowers for the final arrangement. Just to show the method of formation of the flower, I have taken any size that was available in my box. To me, this looks like 4 inches. This is glue gun, Gino. So this is one flower. If I have 2 petals, it is a bud. It can be single petal, it is a bud. It can be 3 petals, it can be a bud or a flower. It's your absolutely personal choice. As per the notes, I am prepared with my 3 different sizes of flowers, that is 2A, 2B and 2C, and all of them have got different sizes. Definitely I have made my all the 3 sizes separate for my cushion cover arrangement, and now I head on to the final arrangement. I'll just clear up the little mess around me, and I have my 3 plates ready, A, B and C. So in A I have flowers also, and I have petals also. In B I have made all the 3 shade 4 petal flowers. When it says 8 petals, means you have 4 layers in the first round, again 4 layers in the second round. That may make your pet flower grow. So if I have made a flower with 4 petal, if I have to make it double, I put again one petal in between 2 petals to increase the size of the flower. So that is endless, how much you want to increase once again. And this is my C plate, in which I have left some tiny single fillers, I like to use tiny fillers. I like to use this tiny things. If you want the same fabric, I would be posting it after my live video. And in your area, we don't know, you can just find it out in your area where you are getting the same fabric, or where you can get the fabric. Buy any fabric which is nearby your local outlets. Come home and try it. Trials is the only result that will give you the right fabric. Now I take my cushion, moving on to the final arrangement, and this is a nice soft satin cushion. There is no filler given in the kit. You all please find out the fillers and buy the fillers for yourselves, those who have bought the kits. And I place this first layer of the same fabric. Just because I wanted a pink cushion and not a white one, I'm putting one layer of this. So what I will do is, I will just put very little glue on the edges and I press it. Please, if it is going to trouble your fingers, use something, because the fabric is transparent, you may catch burns of the glue gun. So be very careful. Sizes are your personal choice. It's all about trials. Buy a fabric, try your sizes with the same techniques, make one flower and decide for yourself what size of fabric I want, what size of color, what colors I want. Everything is your personal choice. So please be a little careful when you are actually going to put glue gun on the sides of this. You could burn your fingers. I'm putting the glue gun absolutely on the edge. I will cut off the extra fabric. Hi, I can see some people from Italy. Hello. So we are towards the final flower formation. And I'm doing the final arrangement on the cushion cover. So I'll be simply cutting out this extra fabric from the sides after sticking. Don't worry about the unfinished edges. We are going to put some laces. So that is really going to give you a very nice look. Yes, I am sticking organza fabric. I have stuck the same pink organza fabric which I used to make the flower. Best scissors that cut fabrics is Tim Holtz. I am very crazy for my supplies. I want my supplies perfect. I have all the 3 sizes. I can't do without them. Now you have these laces, size of the cushion. So now after I place the fabric down at the base, I am going to put these laces before I start with my final arrangement. So this is one very beautiful lace which is there in the center. Here I'll cut off this edge, or I may not cut off. Then I have this beautiful 2 pink laces. One goes on the left and the other goes on the right. So I have made some kind of a stripe design, and you can just create your own bases. You can use any laces that is available. You can use any colors. And this is a very beautiful net lace which I'll be using it on the border of the cushion. I love this. Fabric the fabric will get a little hard on the edges if you use excessive. I am barely oozing out very little glue. Use bare minimum glue as possible. I just not only press, I only touch. That touch and that little glue that oozes out is more than enough. The more glue you ooze out from the glue gun, the more it becomes thick and it really makes your work bad. And this is a nice border lace. After I put this lace, I'll be putting this border lace just to cover up that small joint which has come because of the glue gun. So now the first step that I go back to is, I'll be putting this. When I stick this, I won't ooze out too much of glue. I'll put the glue only where I require. I'll put the glue on the top because I know that on the top I have my flower arrangement, which will also make the glue, in case if there is too much of a glue, it will get it covered. And I'll put very little glue at the bottom, but I will not put the glue all over the center. This center area is going to be visible. So anyway, the laces will be held by the sides, so there is no issue about it, right? So now what I will be doing is, I will be starting to place this lace first. Please note, this border is not going to bother me, but it is good if I cut it off. I'm simply cutting off the border. And I'll be placing this lace. The measurement of the leaves is, I have yet to show the leaves, so I'll come to that. It is 7 centimeter and there are 40 pieces, but I haven't yet shown you all how to make the leaves. So once I finish this, before the arrangement, I'll quickly take 2 minutes and I will show it to you. I just put 2 to 3 dots, just enough to hold the lace. I am not going to fill up this with the glue gun, and please mind, the glue gun might burn your fingers. Use something to dab it. This could be a little risky. Make sure you will leave equal space on both the sides. And again, I am putting very little glue on the bottom, very little, just enough to hold the lace, because I know that I would be having something else on top of it. And before I move on to the other lace, I'll first trim off this lace matching to the edge of the cushion. The lace shouldn't go outside. It can be in, because we are anyway going to cover these edges with another lace. This will make your work a little neater. One kit, one cushion cover. Yes, you all can sew the laces. Good. You can also sew it. Yes. If you wish to, you can sew the laces. It is absolutely washable. Please give laundry wash. Don't try to do any stunts at home if you are not sure about the soaps that you're going to use. So I would prefer that you do a laundry wash. Okay, the lace has a right side and a wrong side. When the lace comes in your hand, you come to know. So I'll be facing definitely the shiny and the bright right side on the right front side, and I'll be placing this lace on both the sides. Now, this is a very thin, nice tissue-like lace, and it's a little flimsy. So what I will do is, I'll make sure that I stick the entire border of this lace. I can't leave some dots because it may flip over. So I have to have my glue gun all the 3 sides. I start from here, this top. Just see, I'm hardly oozing out little. And in case if you see that the glue gun is oozed out more, you spread it. Try to spread it so it becomes a little thin. This is one thing that you must remember every time. Press with something that you have in your hand so that the glue also becomes thin and it doesn't burn your fingers. And can you see how this beautiful design edge has come absolutely on the rim, and it is really looking very pretty. These are fabric laces, Craft Junction. Laces never have any name. So I will now finish sticking the one corner And if you notice, I have finished sticking all the 3 sides, maybe a little more on the edge here and a little on the edge here, very little. I'm not going to stick all this, let it be. The flowers will take care of it, or some laces will take care of it. If I find them too much in a flimsy shape, then definitely somebody wants to see me at the end of the video. I have shown myself at the start. I would definitely show myself at the end. Okay, so I have finished sticking the pink laces on both the sides, and I definitely would cut off the extra before I move on to the border lace. Do you know this cushion cover was never launched as a course? Now I have this beautiful lace. I love this. I love these kind of delicate things. And if you notice, this has some kind of an extra net on the top. So what I will do is, I will start placing the lace from one side. I won't take one corner, but I will definitely start from one side. Say maybe I leave a gap of little, and knowing that this is a net, it will get too messy if I just put it directly. So what I will do is, I will fold this and I will start sticking it. So now let me start from here. I think I'll be more comfortable from down. And please note, it is a net. You can't put too much of a glue. This is net. You can't have too much of a glue, and please check the right and the wrong side before you start with your work. I'm folding this small border of the net which is on the top. I don't need that much length of the lace. I just need a little. I'm putting very little glue, just enough to hold the net. Now the most important part here is the turning point. Whenever you have a turning point, I hope you all can see it. Whenever there is a turning point, we tend to give a pleat. So if this is my corner, I have one pleat half inch before and I have one half inch after. So I would get a half inch pleat, and that will really help my turns, So I just give a pleat here. That will help the lace turn better. One pleat will be right at the corner of the cushion. Watching my video secretly from office, I can understand how passionate crafters are, and crafters can do anything and everything if they want to do it. Laces are available anywhere in your local stores or anywhere you are staying by, so you can always hunt out. These laces have been purchased around 2.5 years back, so I also doubt whether you would get the same laces. It's never that you get the same lace repeatedly. It's little difficult to find the same lace. You may buy something that is currently available with any of these shopkeepers. This lace could be put as a first step, but I'm going to have one more border lace, so I was like okay with it. But yes, the lace can be placed as a first step. So how do you hear me when you are watching me secretly from office? So you have your earphones on? So interesting. Again a corner comes and I give a pleat. I could have made all this ready before the live, but I really wanted to show you all in steps, so I didn't do this beforehand, but I definitely made the quantity of flowers. Oh, you hear it with the headphones, that's nice. Again I had my 3 pleats, one in the corner, 1/2 inch before and 1/2 inch after. So you can make only this stage of cushion for your homes or for gifting. Something that you want to gift some handmade gift, you can really make this. This lace doesn't have any top end border. This is a net lace which I'm folding the top, so it's looking nice and neat. But had a lace been where the edge doesn't show too good, normally the laces have a design on both the sides. So you don't have that problem of the edge to be seen, and anyway I'm going to have a border lace above this, so it's not going to really make my work look bad. I have a nice thin border lace which I'll be putting it right on this edge, so it's going to kind of cover it up. It's not going to be seen. This is the last side of the cushion. Now the most important part is the closing. I have one pleat here. Just excuse me about the sound because there is some construction work going on in my building. So there is some flat being renovated right above my house. So that's the noise around. Now I'm going to match this design. I have a scope of matching this design. This is exactly overlapping here. So I cut off this excess and I stick this exactly one above the other. And this is how I have completed putting the border all sides. Now this is the last border. After this I have my flower arrangement. I start this here. And I put this beaded side out. I would love to have just this one cushion this much in my house. Only this much, nothing more. It's really looking that pretty. If you think about a Barbie doll in laces, and I already have made a Barbie doll in laces from the same. You want to see it? I have the project right here next to my hand. You want to see that flowing frock? You want to see how the laces look with the doll? I had made a photo frame. 3 years back I had launched a course. I will show it to you. You name it and we have it. I am sure all of you can see. Here is a Barbie doll. These are different flowers, of course. They are from ribbons and another fabrics. This similar kind of lace in the background with a photograph of the mother and the daughter here. This is the birthday gift from a mother to the daughter. And this is the project. This is a lace which I have just used in a frill format on the left side. And I've just put this as a small ornament, where it shows. So this is how also, you can make a Barbie doll. So you asked me and I show it to you. I have also made curtain bands from these flowers. Do you all want to see curtain bands also? When I use glue gun, this comes off after a few hours. That means the glue was not heat. It was not hot enough. Or else maybe the base is slippery and it is not absorbing the glue gun. There could be two reasons. So these are the projects. This is also one kind of a flower arrangement. Somebody wants to see curtain bands. Okay, I'll show. This is the curtain band. Somebody said Toran. Yes, I had made a Toran also. This is not ribbon embroidery. This is same melting technique. One technique and variations. Now I'll just go back to final arrangements and we quickly show you the final output of the cushion. I'll finish putting this lace. Yes, I'll be definitely teaching the leaf. First, let me finish this lace part. I'll teach the leaf, then I'll finish the final arrangement. Now I'll go to the final arrangement of the flowers on the cushion. I'll simply close these ends matching to each other. Before putting the flowers, please check the zip on the back. It wouldn't matter much, but yes, it will be upside down. This had popped up, so I'll just put 1 or 2 dots. Glue gun shouldn't be damaged after a wash. I don't think so. Glue gun doesn't get damaged. So now the first step is I take the main flower, I place it right in the center here, and as I said, I have my A, B and C ready. So this is my A. I have 2 flowers here. I have 2 flowers, but I have left 1 flower to show you all. So I have these petals. I'll quickly make it and show it to you all. Thereafter, I have 2 of each, light and dark. So I have 1 light pink, 1 dark pink, 1 middle pink on the right, 1 light, 1 middle and dark on the left. Then I have these 3 here, these 3 here. And as I said, I have left some fillers. Okay, I'll show you the leaves. I'll just quickly place these flowers. Then I'll show the leaves and immediately put the leaves in, because I need to get the tea light and everything. Just give me, it'll hardly take me 2 minutes. It'll hardly take me 2 minutes. I'll move a little faster now, as you all already know how to go about the flower and all. It's just a revision. If you can see, I'm making a flower. So I have total 8 petals. First 2 petals face opposite each other. Cushion cover can be easily washed. You can even dry clean it. You can even hand wash it, provided the fabric and the laces that you purchase do not bleed color. The quality of the material that you buy is very important. In case if you have the colors of the fabric or the laces which are bleeding out, then definitely you will have a trouble. So after I fix my 4 flowers, I have another 4 flowers, one in between each other. I had left this to show it to you all how to form a flower. So I am placing one petal right in between the 2 earlier which was stuck. As I said, do not just leave the fabric as it is after placing the glue. Hold it for 2 seconds, or else see it would come off like this. Please hold the petals after you put the glue, because the glue is really hot. It leaves the fabric. It needs 2 seconds to hold it tight. This is the last petal and my flower is ready. I'll quickly place all the flowers on the cushion. I show you the leaf and I close the arrangement. So now, if you see the left and the right, I have divided my flowers equal on both the sides. And I'll place this first right in the center. Right on the top, and I hold it for a few seconds. I take the white flower and I place it here up. This will help the main flower raise a bit. After my live video is over, you all those who have joined late, all those who have missed the start, you all can see it later. This will be there lifetime always on my Ivy Creative Crafts page. So there is nothing that you have actually missed. You can really see them later once I complete my entire thing. Maybe since you are here now, you can watch it to whatever is there. For all those who have placed orders for the kits and we have received the amounts, the kits will be dispatched tomorrow. Please note, it's already half a day now. We wouldn't be dispatching any of the kits today. All the kits will be dispatched tomorrow and it will take 4 to 5 working days. Kindly have some patience. So as I come down, I start tapering my arrangement. I am putting the conical flowers sideways. As I said, this will give a lift from the sides to the flat flower. Exactly in the same, I'll complete my arrangement on the left. I'll be positioning the same flowers, same size, same colors on the other side also to give a symmetrical look. This is a symmetry. You can reduce the number of flowers, absolutely, it's your personal choice. Puja Sureka, the kits have already been sold out. That were for 700. Now the same kit, I don't assure you, but I will let you know in a day or two whether I would be getting the same laces or not. So maybe I'll post it. If I post it, you will get it. If I don't post it, you may not get it. Calyx wouldn't be seen, Gino. I haven't put any calyx in this. Flower making can't be repeated, Vandana. You need to go back and see it. There are hundreds of people watching. I can't repeat the same process because they have already seen it once. Once my live video is over, please go watch the video from the start. It would be easier for you. I'll quickly show you all the leaves. This is the organza ribbon. Light the tea light. You take this ribbon and you simply fold the ribbon like a collar. Make sure that the lower ends, the base, match and give a small fold here. This is a 1/2 inch organza ribbon and I simply seal the edges. So what happens is, by sealing the edges on the tea light, you actually can hold the leaf in shape. I repeat, you take this ribbon. This is 7 centimeter and it is half-inch organza ribbon. I'm just taking my camera close so you all can see it. Fold this, just simply turn it, overlap the ribbon one above the other and fold it in half. Can you see? So this is a very nice and a quick way of making the leaf. Now what I will do is I'll finish arranging the leaves on the cushion. I have my leaves ready with me. I'll put the leaves as it suits the arrangement. So the leaves on this side will definitely have this angle direction. So when it comes to straight, you place it straight. As the angle turns, you turn the direction of the leaves. I hope you all are enjoying. All those who are really waiting for this tutorial, I'm sure they are really enjoying it. And I hope to see many of you all making this. You can make tiny flowers, you can make big flowers, you can make rakhis, you can make your torans which we hang at the door. You can also make any kind of trousseau packing decorations. These flowers can be used everywhere. The sealed edge goes inside. Number of leaves is absolutely again your personal choice, although I have given around 40 pieces, I think, or 50 pieces, I don't really remember, in the kits. So you can place it as per how much you like. I repeat, those who have missed the tutorial, after my live is over, it will stay on my Ivy Creative Crafts page for lifetime, and you can see it later, whatever part you have missed. Share the page, like the page as much as you can. The more number of shares, we'll be selecting 3 winners who will be getting one kit free each. For the leaves, the cupping can be anywhere. The leaves look good. So this is almost kind of done, And now I will finally put the pearls that have been given to you in the kit. You have been given these strands, in the kit. I'll cut these strands and put them in the center. You have also been given these small fillers. These are simple beads which have been twisted around silver stocking wires. Anybody can make it at home by yourself. And these are some crystal beads. Again, they have been twisted around the silver stocking wires. So you can also make them at home. This is a dangler which you can stitch it on the corner. You can actually open up the zip from the back. Take a needle and thread, and thereafter on the edge here you can actually stitch it with a needle and thread. This will not hold the weight of the glue gun. So you have to stitch this. You cannot stick this because it is really very heavy dangler that I have made. I love this dangler. This has been designed by me and I have just put in the pearls and I have made it. I'm cutting these bead strings as per the length I require. I may have some long, I may have some short. I'm going to cut this little bit because I will not cut it, I'll fold it rather. It's more sensible. You can fold it up and down. So as per the length that you require, and you can actually place these pearls right in the center here so that these look like some hangings from the center. I'll take 2 to 3 pieces and I'll place these beads there with the help of a glue gun and I'll press down the flower petals which will hold them. So you can actually I'm getting continuous messages for the kits. Since I have posted about the kits yesterday, I have already sold out the kits which were for D-Stash. They were for 700 rupees. Now if you want the kits, I'll only confirm about the kits tomorrow, provided you want them at 1200 only. Those kits now won't be available for 700, same price. I will try. I can arrange for, I think, all the laces. I am a little doubtful about the pink one. So first I need to check with my supplier. Once I check, I will post it. If it is okay, you can buy it. Now, you can simply see these hangings. They look really so beautiful. If you notice, you can see these danglers, I'll put these beads. Thanks, Apeksha. Coming from you. Nice to see you. I have 4. So first I divide my quantities for both the sides equal. So I have 4 pearls and 2 crystals on one side and I have another on the other side. I'll simply cut them small. The wires are a little too long. And you can, this is optional, but I like it. And these cushions are best for a laundry wash, honestly speaking. So all these things do not bother once you're going to laundry wash it. And these are occasionally used. These cushions can't be kept all year round. I personally believe. and they are purely meant for show more than utility. So you can decide where you want to place these pearls. It's absolutely your personal choice. So I had 2 crystals. I have put 2 crystals on this side. I put the same 2 crystal on this side. The kits which have already been sold have exactly the same materials what I am showing you all today. Dipti kits are sold out. Kits are already sold out. If you all have loved the tutorial, if you all have liked this free tutorial, please do like, please do share it as much as you can. Recommend our page, like our page as much as possible. So finally my one cushion and the other one is ready completely. It was wonderful having you all. It was wonderful to see you all. And yes, many people wanted to see me. So I would really like, and I would love to show you all a few more things before I end up this tutorial. This cushion is over, it's done. I would like to show you all a few things that I had made earlier with these fabric flowers. I have already shown the curtain bands and the frames, but I will also show you some flowers that I have made. The latkan can be stitched with a needle and a thread because the glue gun is not going to hold it. So what you would do is you would be taking the latkan and you could simply hold it here. I'll just find where did I keep my latkan. You place this latkan here on the edge and try to hide this, and from the inside of the cushion use a needle and a thread from the end and stitch it up. So with the needle and thread you can simply stitch this, and this is better to stitch it because the glue gun will not really hold it. So once you have put in, this dangler actually is like this. I have put it right on the edge and I have stitched it, so you know it really holds the weight. This is actually heavy. This is carrying some weight. These are the beads, and oh, I had a pair of set now for my house. So I have a pair. This was poor fellow alone lying. Now this has a company. So I have 2 cushions for myself, and I will show you all a few flowers that I have created with the same melting technique. The bottom line of showing the flowers is how you can use the melting technique with the satins and the ribbons and everything. My flowers are in a bad shape, definitely, because it has been almost more than 3 years that I have made these flowers, but I would love to show it to you all. So all these flowers, this is the same flower that I did today. I have kept my each flower in this cover with the measurement so that I know after some years, if I look at it, I can remember what I have done. This is the same peach color flower. In fact, if you all go on my personal page, Darshana Savla, you all can see torans made out of it. You all can see huge projects made out of the ribbon flowers. So these are some of the small flowers made with the ribbon with the same melting technique. Again, same with the melting technique. All these flowers, as I said, I had made a rose with the same kind of a technique, with the same melting technique, the same size of petals. With the satin fabric, I have made a rose. So you can also make a rose with this particular technique. And these are some additional laces below this melting technique. So these are some different flowers that we had this course 3 years back. Yeah, hanging also you can make. It will really look wonderful. Festivals are almost, we are approaching towards festivals after 2 months. So you have good 2 months to make your stock for selling. So you all can really make a lot of things with this. You can create n number of flowers with this. So these are all the different flowers that had been created. There are around in total 15 flowers. I had shown you all curtain bands in between the live video. So I will just pop up again these curtain bands. So this is all about the fabric flowers so far that I have worked, and you all can also make very beautiful flowers out of this. Some of you all really wanted to see me. So this is me, myself Darshana Savla from Mumbai, and I am in Vashi, Navi Mumbai. I have my art and craft classes in Navi Mumbai. Wish you all a very good luck. Do make the cushion and do share it on my page, and have a great day. Thank you so much, and without fail, before I go, the last time I would love to say, do like our page, do share our page, do recommend our page. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being here. You all were really wonderful. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. See you soon.